right, we are back for part B of the movement for the Allies. It's been a weird day for sure. I just witnessed a football player collapse on the field. He had to get CPR. They postponed the football game. That was rather disturbing to watch that happen live. I think Jeremy Renner, the actor, got run over by a snowplow yesterday. That's really weird. Martina Navratilova has cancer. 2023 is off to a bang of a start. So, all right, we are going to try to forget about that news and focus on some gaming here. I had to turn the TV off. It's just way too depressing. All right, we're going to be moving the second motorized down, and we do need to fuel this formation. So I will probably go with the formation method because what's in here, we have a lot of tanks. All these guys would require fuel. So we would save a pretty good amount here by using an SP to fuel that whole formation. And then they're going to go on the road. The secondary road movement is 1/2. This is actually up here, this air base. Otherwise, I'd have to go 1/2, 1, and then 2. These are 1 point over that bridge. Maybe I cross. Not sure what the rule is for this. There's no lake on the terrain effects chart. Now, what would you guys call that? A lake or a river nub? I don't know. I'm thinking about just ignoring it. I don't know what that would be. It's not a swamp. I don't know what this is. Ridiculous. I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore that. So anyway, they would go over this and then maybe go into this hex. I could take them that way. They have a lot of power in there to get and do some damage. I still have airplane barrages to do. All right, so let's do that. We're gonna have this. There's a 5 supply point depot underneath all these. They'll probably just throw over to here, and we'll fuel up with formation fueling. And the second will go probably down and then spread out to here because I do need to plan an attack that way, and that's a pretty strong stack. Got some artillery up there that is not part of anything. We'd have to pay separate to move that down. I definitely need to get that down, but that 2 is not going to cut it. A 10 would work. All right, so we'll probably use an SP here, 1T here. All right, let me make these adjustments on the map, and then I'll get back to the video through the magic of the internet. Oh, and I found it. It's right here. God, sometimes I read stuff and then I just miss it. Marshy land that is prone to flooding. Right up here, 1.1a. Small lakes have no effect on play. Large lakes as well as estuary are marked by prohibited hex sites to block movement. All right, so I've placed the marker here to represent all these. Now, some of these guys are in combat mode. They're not going to be able to make it down there, I don't think. Let me just map this out here. We've got 1/2. You ignore its other terrain with a road. So 1/2, 2, or 1/2, 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess maybe they can. I need to get this artillery, though. They would be using foot movement. So they don't need to fuel up, but it still saves money by using an SP, or does it? Unless I take advantage of that and flip this to move. So it then uses black movement here. Otherwise, it'd be using leg. Let me take a look here. Leg with a... All right, so I'm going to flip this over to move mode, and we're going to park these guys here because they're going to have to do a far bombardment. And the rest of these guys should be able to make it down there in combat mode. And we should be good there. I know, you're thinking to yourself, Hudson, you're playing a dangerous game. That's a gutsy move. It's a gutsy move. And then we're going to take... We need to get these guys down there. Even flipped over, that's 13. Man, they really stacked the French with some points here. This is a little bit ridiculous. All right. So we'll do a 1T. I got to break down the damn token here. But artillery is extremely expensive. I learned that in one of my samples of some previous OCS videos. I think it was Hungarian Rhapsody, where I took a high-end... I did an artillery duel, and my God, was it expensive to fire those units. We're not talking late war artillery here, but still. Let's get that artillery unit down there. I'll make some chain. Ooh, actually, why not just burn this truck down to 3? We're going to do that. Haha. And we're going to flip this artillery unit. Now, normally this movement type would be some bad news. They'd have to stop, but there's no ZOCs here. That's truck movement. Now we're just going to take these guys, and we're going to fly them right down here. Or march them right down there. He goes back here, I think. All right. All right, we do have in this hex. Okay, this hex is kind of dopey. There's a cavalry unit here, I think. And he would have made a good spotter, but I don't need to. I mean, he doesn't need to fuel up. So I guess, I mean, I could move him for free, right? Just to get him out of there. Let's see. Yeah, 5. Is it really worth it? No, I think I'm just going to leave this stack. And we'll throw. The British are pretty locked up here. The North African unit moved down. And that's a tough unit right there. That's a nasty. Well, this is a division, so that's probably why that, since it's a bigger type of unit, that's why it's more points. And then through here you've got a bunch of regiments and battalions. But man, that's a big unit. There's 4 REs right there. That is a huge unit. Am I overstacked? No. It's 10 REs, I believe. Okay. I did not break any rules here, correct? No zone of control, no zone of control. This is ignored. I fueled up properly, I believe. I'm not going to bring them down. Man, these HQs are horrible. What a crappy stats. I don't even want to know what the other side... That's their normal throw range. It turns into a 4 if they go into movement mode. Awful compared to these German ones. Okay, some SS artillery. I'm not sure why I did that. I must have been thinking of something. We'll see when the time comes around. Okay, I think next it's going to be a barrage segment. That's going to be fun, huh? Well, air barrage, I should say, in ships, which we don't have. So we're going to be seeing some flyboy action here, and I might do that next video. And, oh, just a game update real quick for all you folks. I have Baltic Gap coming, finally. I found my enemy at the gates because I wanted to try a smaller scenario of enemy at the gates. Jaws of Victory still set up. I had a slight incident with my plexiglass, and it snapped in half. It got really cold down here, and I'm used to it just kind of bending a little bit, but it broke, and it smashed my Jaws of Victory setup, and that irritated me to no end. So, yeah. And I may have another Gauss game coming, which has been gifted to me, for which I cannot express my undying gratitude. You know who you are for watching this. We will talk later. All right, I'm going to get this video up, and I think I'm going to go to bed. And then we'll hit this again tomorrow with some air. I want to go over it one more time, make sure I'm done with moving, but I think I've packed everyone in. I'm not really sure about this right here. That may not have been too smart. We'll see. We got some reserves, so it's not over yet. And this is just a jumble of garbage up here. I'm not even going to worry about that. This unit sucks. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone.